Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the HG Gundam The Origin Guncannon First Type Iron Cavalry Squadron. Wow, that's really hard to say. Iron Cavalry Squadron was. So that took me a few tries to try to get that all out in one go. Anyway, just thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for sending me this kit to share with you guys. It's great to see another Origins kit out there. The line has been absolutely fantastic so far. And it's nice to see a new version of the Guncannon as well. The last one we had was the HGUC Revive Guncannon, which was another absolutely fantastic kit as well. So I've got really high hopes for this kit. I'm really glad that the Iron Cavalry, what it was like the Squadron Leader or something like that, was the exclusive kit, or was the theatrical exclusive kit that had the really obnoxious like markings on it. This one, the markings are a lot better. The problem is that when you're putting those sticker markings on a dark color plastic, they show really poorly. So I have a feeling they're probably not going to be looking very good on this kit. But if you can, the best bet is probably just going to be trying to get some water slide decals for this. But anyway, looks like a cool kit. We do have some options for it. I think we have a few different options in terms of like how you want to mount the weaponry for it, I think. So just overall looking cool, yeah. So thank you to MindFenix Hobby Store for sending me this kit. Definitely looking forward to it. And it's also great to see a new Earth Federation type mobile suit from the Origins line. It has been very mono-eye dominated for the most part. Going around here onto the side, we just got, this is number 11 in the line, so not a whole lot, but they've been all pretty nice so far. So here on the side, you can see it's definitely looking a little bit more blue than it looks on the cover. I mean, it looks blue there, but it's still kind of mostly grayish looking. Looking a lot more navy blue here on the side there, kind of a light navy color. Some information there about that, information about the Origin Episode 4. And then here on this side, just some action poses showing off some pretty nice articulation there. It looks like very similar articulation to the Revive kit. So we'll have to see. Obviously, I don't think it's sharing any actual parts with the Revive kit, because even the joint parts and stuff have a different look to them. But I imagine it's probably sharing a lot of the similar technology that they put into the Revive kit. So we'll have to see in the construction there. So here's just showing some of the gimmicks here, gimmicks and details. Got a lot of really nice markings on here. Foot gimmick, stuff moves. It has a really strange manipulators. That's the one thing I don't really like about this design. A cool shield though there as well. 1,800 yen for the price tag for this. The Origins kits have been a little bit higher on the prices, I think, but they are really nicely detailed and really nicely constructed kits, so kind of okay with that. I did not realize that this comes with a base. That's quite odd. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. So there's a nice big sticker sheet for this as well. Multicolor A plate there. There's our polycaps. Some more kind of light grayish, purplish looking color parts for the joints and stuff. Some dark gray for looks like mostly probably weapons on there, and then some more dark blue stuff for. So actually quite a lot in there. So understandable price tag of 1,800 yen for this. It does look like we have quite a lot to work with, and the base included as well is nice. So here on the instruction manual, we've just got the box art here once again, just in vertical format. There we can see the whole Guncannon looking pretty nice here in this format, where we can actually see the whole thing there. His teammates are cut off though, unfortunately. Going around here onto the back, once again, it's all in English and Japanese, so that's nice here. If you want to pause the video, check out that English, you can read that. It's probably all on the Gundam Wiki page already anyway, but here's the details, front view, rear view, showing the hip movement, the low recoil cannon movement. So yeah, I guess that's just the name of that cannon, low recoil cannon. Well, tongue is twisted today. Anyway, markings here, a lot of them. There's the guide for that, and then the color guide on here are going to be pretty neutral-ish colors for that, and you can see that is there in English and Japanese as well. So yeah, that's nice. Here we do have a few more reference photos here and a bunch more information, a lot more information there. So that's cool that you can actually read this stuff now. Really glad that Bandai started incorporating English into the manuals. It definitely shows that Bandai does care about the rest of the world outside of Japan, despite what a lot of the worst P Bandai gimmicks, worst P Bandai critics would claim. Anyway, so here's just more information here. It has the missile launcher, if you prefer that. I don't really. It looks like some weird kind of like honeycomb, like beehive there, mounted on his shoulder or something. I prefer the look of the cannon personally. So there's that, and then Lieutenant Junior Grade Erdős here for the pilot. A little bit of information there about him. I haven't seen episode 4 yet, but I imagine he's probably not a very big character. But anyway, parts list here. It looks like we are going to be using everything except for a couple parts on the A plate, so that's interesting. And just by the shape of that A plate and the shape of A1 and A2 here, I guess those are actually just copies, so I guess it's not too weird. Just some parts on there we only need one of, so we just have a couple extras. Otherwise, I'm going to be using everything there. Construction is going to start off with the body, and then moving on to the head there, just a few parts there for the head. We will have a nice clear piece for the visor. Waist section here, then onto the arms, the manipulators. You can see here just like 2 parts like that for the open versions. I'm guessing we're going to have holding hands as well, holding manipulators. Feet and legs, right leg, left leg, then putting the body together with the waist unit. Then moving on to the weapons, we got the cannon there, putting together, and then the Gatling gun. And then back around to our color pages, we've got the missile launcher. And here you can choose, you got the Gatling gun on one side, and then on one side you can choose whether you want the missile launcher or the cannon. Then we have our machine gun. And let's see, it looks like, yeah, we are going to have a separate holding hand just for that. And it's also sort of like connected onto the forearm as well. So that's kind of nice. We'll have some extra support for that. And the shield is just a couple pieces there. And then the base, yeah. Why do we have a base with this kit? Alright, so here is that big sticker marking sheet. And I don't know, some of these might actually be okay. If you cut them down right. The lining looks trimmed pretty well, except for these here, there for the lower leg. So I don't know, I might try out some of these on the kit. I did for my review of the Gundam Local Type. I used the marking stickers just to show you guys that. I'll try them out on this kit and see how they look, because I think that's worth noting. Because, like I said, on a darker colored plastic, they tend to not look very good. So just for demonstration's sake, I'll at least use some of these on the kit to show you guys. But anyway, there's a lot of nice stuff here. If they look okay, this could be a pretty useful sticker sheet for you. Then we got Polycap Runner PC001. There's a big load of polycaps here, but as we saw in the manual, we will have quite a lot left over. So here we've got Runner A1. And as you can see, it's our multicolor runner here with one clear green part there for the visor, white down here in the lower section, and then there's like a kind of light navy-ish color there at the top. You can see a very segmented runner. It's definitely missing some sections here and here. We are going to be getting a different version of the gun cannon coming out in the near future. I remember it's like the another test type version of it. So I'm guessing that this is probably going to be using this same runner, and here we'll maybe have the different head, because here we can see we got the heads for this version here. So maybe they put the heads for the head for the other version, like in this section. Over here we have parts, it looks like, for the missile launcher, so maybe a couple parts there for different weapons. So I don't know, we'll have to see, but it's clear we're probably going to be seeing this runner again. And then we also have runner A2, which is a copy of this section of the runner here. And then the runner marking for these is going to be HG-1144 Guncannon Origin. So it doesn't say test type or anything, just says Guncannon Origin. So again, another indicator that this is probably going to be used for other versions of the Origin gun cannon. And then runner B is just in that same color here. Again, we just got more parts for like the legs, torso, skirts, and part there for the shield, and a bunch of stuff here on runner B. Here we got runner C1, another indicator that this is not going to be the last time we see these parts or this runner, because of the fact that it's marked C1 and there is no other C2 or anything else. And just the shape of this, you can tell it's segmented here and here. It's like this is the parts just here for the Gatling gun, just these two parts here. So like that part can easily be omitted. This is just parts, it looks like all just for the low recoil cannon, then for the backpack, and these are the parts just for the rifle, and then one part there, I'm not sure where that goes, probably for the backpack or something, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, yeah, that's the C1 runner, just in a kind of standard gray color. As you can see, Just lots of nice detail. As with most of the Origins kits, they're really nicely detailed, and this one is no exception. D1 here is in a nice purplish gray color, sort of similar to like the HG Gundam Gushan's inner frame. It's not quite as purple as that, but it's kind of similar. Anyway, just mostly parts here for the joints and things like that, all looking pretty nice. Parts there for the collar, neck piece there as well. And then we do also have a runner D2, which is going to be more of that same stuff. Here we have our manipulators open and one holding manipulator there, parts for the shoulders, other joints and all of that kind of stuff here on the D runners. And then the last thing here is the base. This is just base 1, and yeah, this is just a standard 1/44 scale pack-in base that we get a couple different options for how you want to stand this, but overall it's really simple. What I'm wondering is why the heck this is included in this kit when it so often happens that we have kits like, let's just say for example, the HG Revive Force Impulse Gundam. Now I know for the Revive kits, Bandai has tried to keep the cost down on those, so I understand why that was maybe a reason to not include a base. But that's a mobile suit that is definitely like most of the time in the air, or even the HG Revive Strike Freedom, which was just recently also released. That one didn't come with a base either. Why didn't those kits come with a base, but this kit, which is a ground type mobile suit and is always pictured on the ground, but it comes with a base? So I don't know, it's weird. I'm not complaining because, you know, it's always great to have these packed in. It's really strange. So that's gonna be it for unboxing the HG, the Origin Guncannon First Type Iron Cavalry Squadron. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any other questions or comments, leave those down below. I've got a question, and it's going to be probably unanswered, but to anyone at Bandai, what's the deal with the base?